That's my brother, sure.
Thank you, bro. This is going to be helpful.
Yeah, wow. You guys are just like, this is like warped speed for us. And that's awesome. I think this is probably something that's big enough where we're going to have to loop in Michael Tellinger, bring him in. So I think,
I love that.
because this is, this is bigger than any one of us here. And he is the one with the true, vision of how he wants to unroll this. So, but in the meantime, I did include our video. If you want to kind of get an idea of it, I love that it lays everything out. And I think that we are like the obvious partners in this. So did you?
I got it. When we do it, I can do a 2-minute screen share.
Yeah, just do a brief, kind of show.
Can you guys hear it?
No.
Is there audio with it?
Yeah, there's audio with it.
Okay.
Is that?
No, I can't hear any audio.
Yeah, I'm not hearing it either.
Oh, okay. All right. So that's what I was asking. So it actually won't feed it through this. Oh, wait, maybe.
Yeah, I was kind of thinking
like
that might be the case, but
Can you hear that?
Rescue mission.
Oh, there we go.
We find consensus between the people, the mayor, the council. We identify the special skills and talents of the people. We identify the industrial and environmental potential of the town. Then we develop a razor-sharp business plan for a variety of community projects to match these skills and individual potential. These projects are actually meticulously well-planned businesses, but there is one huge difference between these and other businesses. These belong to all the people of the town, together with the investors that made it possible. Everyone in our town who participates in the transformation will contribute 3 hours per week towards one of these new projects.
That's our minimum too.
This creates a powerful free labor force.
Right.
No other corporation can compete with. Then comes a really critical part of our plan. We analyze how much our town needs to consume of everything we produce. And then we produce at least 3 times as much as we need. We can do this with ease because our cooperative labor force. Everything we produce is distributed freely to everyone who participates.
Yeah.
And the other 2/3 are sold on the open market to our neighboring towns and cities, or even exported if need be. But herein lies the twist. We sell whatever we produce cheaper than any other supplier. How is this possible? Because of our free labor force and the ingredients that we supply ourselves. And so, in a strange twist of fate, money will become the tool that destroys capitalism. It becomes clear that contributionism devours capitalism wherever it may be. This will lead to a substantial...
Super cool. Yeah, totally speaking my language.
Yeah, I just, I love it because it lays everything out so that people, we know that these organic communities that, you're involved with already exist, but then there are people who are sitting in their home, of course, and saying, well, how can I get there? And that's where I feel like this video is so helpful. And so, so we just want to get the word out to get this campaign going so we can start cultivating these one small towns and start.
So some viral marketing would be super helpful for you guys.
Yeah.
Yes, it would. Yes, it would.
Cool. Hey, Aeon, is the town that you're in, do you think they'd be interested in this? You there, Aeon? Maybe he's doing something else this moment. Aeon is living in a town that is allowing him to grow an unlimited amount of hemp. My understanding. Oh, there you are, Aeon.
Yeah, I just got a call. Sorry, I'm not back.
Do you think your town would be interested in this particular project?
Absolutely. We've actually already been talking about it, and I have another friend that's in Ubuntu too who's been introducing it to me, so this is perfect synergy.
Way cool, brother.
That's awesome.
Where is the town? Can you say where the town is?
Presto, Colorado.
Yeah, you got a lot of static going on, Aeon. Let's talk about it more later. But yeah, I just wanted to bring that up for a moment. Thank you, Aeon. There's a couple other towns we're in that might be interested in this directly too, but we're almost out of time. Is there anything you wanted to close this particular chat with, Paulina?
Well, I would say that we'll get all the details to you. I'm going to try and hook you up with Michael Tellinger, because I think your community and the groundwork that you've laid is so much, it's vast. And I think that working alongside of him, where he can really give you the direct feedback on how to implement all of this, would be super beneficial for everyone. So so we're going to have a meeting this weekend with him, and I'm going to make this a true a point to make with him that you guys need to be in touch with one another. So so I'm going to finish with that. I'm sorry, I wanted to bring Susan into this a little bit more, but I figure we have an ongoing relationship
Another
here.
time, there'll be more. Yeah.
Yeah.
We meet almost every morning, so
Oh, awesome.
plenty of other meetings to attend, and I can have one-on-one meetings with you guys too. And yeah, thanks for showing up. This is so exciting.
It is exciting, and I just really want to thank you so much for all of this. And I'll be sending out more information on details on how we're going to launch this. And like I say, the energy will be put forward on January 10th, the evening of. And so we'll get with you ahead of time so that we can really launch this appropriately.
Yeah.
We will be planning some global events, which we'd like to invite you to participate in to get the word out on you. So just want to throw that out there.
Cool.
Yeah.
And something that I'd like you to bring to Michael Tellinger is that if he's willing to cover the cost of our servers, we have a multi-million-dollar AI technology that we can use. I believe we can reach over 100 million people in 3 months. So if Ubuntu will cover our server costs and make this into a win-win with us, we can broadcast the One Small Village movement to 100 million English-speaking users or more even.
Do you know how much that is? Do you have an idea of how much that is?
Be a couple thousand a month.
Okay.
Okay, thank you.
Relatively close to nothing compared to that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Wonderful. Well, thank you so much. We will leave you guys to commune and take care of business, and we will be in touch with all of you very soon. So thank you, co-creators. I appreciate all of you.
Thank you so much, Pauline. Thank you. So inspiring.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Bye. Thank you so much.
Ciao.
Bye.
All right, party people. So we're going to change tracks now. It's game time. We've got launch tomorrow. Maybe we can just have a minute. Anyone want to say anything about that interaction? Just want to chime in?
Yeah, I would. Holy crap. That's freaking awesome. Dude, I'm
that is super amazing.
I was wondering, because I was watching some videos of Michael Tellinger getting interviewed by David Wilcock. And I had a dream about them last night, actually.
Whoa.
I was wondering why I got guided to watch those interviews. I was like, this is sweet. Oh my God, I'm freaking blissing out right now. I was wanting to ask them, like, at a future date, how their whole web and tech team is. It seems like they have a pretty sweet website, but I wonder.
Matt would know about that.
Yeah, have you talked to them at all about their website?
He is them.
I am them.
Oh.
Yeah. I'm talking with Jeremy Colt, who is the head programmer on the project, and he contacted me about a month and a half, 2 months ago to be the user interface design. So they're doing everything in Django, completely different infrastructure, architecture, but we just spoke on the 27th of this past month, and he said we're going to touch base probably today. I'm sure I'm going to be hearing from him, but I told him that I've got our project going on right now, and it should be winding down a little bit so I can at least give a couple days or a couple hours a week to the Ubuntu thing. But I definitely feel it's vital for us to create that synergy in any way we can, so we can intertwine our skills and our services, and exactly what we're doing here. So anything you need to know about, I'll probably be a good person to get as far as technology and design. And if you want to be involved, feel free.
Yeah, I definitely want to keep the topic open, especially since Dakota was presenting the idea and we were talking about expanding to doing like a design, website, technology, advertising company. So other than just the advertising, we might be able to also offer them a couple other different things. And yeah, I'm stoked. This is crazy awesome.
Cool. Thanks for that positivity, Daniel. Time's a bit ticking, so let's get to the projects. Matt, would you like to give us the download update?
The download update is that we are kind of in a standstill on getting the WordPress site in. As we know, Dakota, you and I know, we were trying to get one of our tech guys to plug in the code that Mikal did yesterday. And in the meantime, I was working on video, so I was leaving it to the powers that be. So we're kind of, I need to pick up on, after this call, find out where we're at to get that into the site however we can. Some manpower would be very, very, very grateful.
So let me talk about that for a second. It's pretty basic for anyone who does web development. And we've got 3 guys in the collective that can do it. Technically 4, but I think all 4 of them are busy or somewhere else. We really need to finish this in the next 3 hours. If anyone knows anyone, that would be really great. If need be, I can pay $100 to someone to do like 2 hours worth of web work, which is like.
What Matt? What needs to be done specifically?
We have to take the interface that Mikal and I put together with the rotating background and all the 11 nav and the 3 nav page. We've got a blank WordPress template that needs to be integrated into the existing template if we're going to use the site that Seth had set up. So it basically shows up as another template selection in the page settings. So it's integrated, but it's a completely blank template. And I'm kind of
leaning more towards just plugging it directly into the ASC.ai framework instead of using SES, because I don't see anything in SES framework that actually is like we're going to go live with. And then if we put it into SES framework, then we have the problem of like, how do we redirect the ASC.ai to that website? So it's someone who can just upload what Matt said either to the ASC site or to SES website is what we need done. Which is really simple for anyone who knows what they're doing. It's like you upload a couple plugins and move it around. It's like no coding. It should be pretty easy, but I don't know how to do it. So
I might be able to do it, but I'm not sure.
That'd be super sweet.
I still have some stuff in the ClickFunnels to finish today. I did most of it, but I went over it last night with Nika, and there's like a few like polished touch-up things that I wanted to do. So I might be able to do it. I'm not sure.
Okay.
One quick second. Mikal, do you have any wisdom, insight on this?
Okay, so it is 6:30 p.m. London time. I've just returned from work, and I know that I need to finish cross-device testing because iPhone, iPad, Android, Windows, Chrome, Firefox, I mean, cross-device testing. And about setting up the files, it seems like a very simple job. Anyone who has any knowledge about the folder structure and WordPress and hosting, it is just a simple job. And okay, I can potentially do this. It shouldn't be that difficult. The only question is that I have a very little knowledge. Like I haven't done this in this environment, but it seems like a standard thing. So I can have a look straight away, and then I can work on these cross-device fixes. But I'd rather focus on the development because this is probably my unique edge. This is my unique skill set. This is something I can do. Pretty much, I wrote this code from scratch, so I am in the best position to change the code and make it better. The deployment to the website, moving files, it is fairly easy. I'd rather delegate it to someone else.
And I agree with that, Michael. So let's give it the next 2 hours to see if we can find someone else to do it. And what's up, Matt?
How about we do this? If you have 20 minutes, McCall, and Daniel, if you have 20 minutes after this meeting, could we do a Skype meeting and you could talk to us and we can put our heads together between Daniel and I? If it's that fairly easy, then I'm sure that one or two or both of us could be able to handle it.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Yeah, that sounds good to me. I'm happy.
Yeah, I don't want to overburden you with your time. I'm grateful as it is, but if you could just walk us through what we need to look at. I just don't want to mess anything up with anything that may be pre-existing. I'm just not a coder, so I don't want to say I know something when I don't.
Way cool. And don't forget, like, worst comes to worst, like, we just find someone and hire them. And that maybe people who like don't know how to directly help, maybe like go scout around some like Fiverr or Freelancer or something. It's difficult to find English speakers on those sites though. And that's why I don't want to immediately go to that, is like I've hired more than like 30 people off those sites, and they're always like some kind of Indian that like says, oh yes, I got this. And then 2 hours later, you're like, what is this? But, so we'll figure it out. Way cool. Thank you, brothers. How's the video coming, Matt?
I don't know if you got a chance to hear the preliminary mix that I did last night with all the voiceovers, but basically I've created a soundscape with what we had to work with. My ears were completely roasted after, I think it was like 8 hours of just listen and mix and mix and mix. So I've got the sound bed down to just about 1 minute. I've got all the assets almost compiled, but I've put a message out to the intro video and also one other channel on Slack saying if anybody else has any contributions, please take a look at scenes 3, 6, and 8 of the ASC storyboard, the video, and I pinned it into my notification. And if we could just take a look at the assets that are written out there on the right-hand side, I've got some, but more is always better than not enough. So that's where it's at. That's why I was hoping we could get the WordPress project underway so I could get straight into the video. I could have that up and running by like 7 o'clock tonight, I think, if I can stay consistent on it. So,
cool.
You know, it's just a matter of juggling time and tasks, really. That's what it comes down to, and knowing what I can control versus I can't.
Way cool. Thank you, brother. Christian, how's it going, buddy?
Howdy.
Did we manage to get all of the stats up into that into the Weebly page?
I put what you had in the document in there. I wanted to still add the food sort of pound for pound production per acre. I have some numbers that are pretty much ready to go, more or less. I like to take a little more time. Yesterday was a kind of a rough day for me, so I didn't get a real lot of stuff done for that. But
no worries, brother. It's getting done. Thank you.
Yep.
Yeah, let's do a video, you and I, later, and we'll make sure that that page is all snazzed up.
Okay.
And then, yeah, so take a moment. Shout out to Natural here for doing the Thunderclap campaign. We got a ton of support there. Yeah, we're going out to 1.2 million people now. So that is amazing. Thank you, Natural. It seems like everything else is going pretty well. Jan, do you want to give us a little update on how things are going on the World Project end?
Sure, guys. We're actually got a call coming up tonight with a core group who are interested in co-designing the synergistic co-creation quest, which is really kind of the active side of the campaign, the video that we're sending out in a few days' time. So we're going to be designing how we can bring the global players together to share the blueprints and the architectures and live stream the whole thing, connected to a planetary positive news publicity campaign. And so I'm looking forward to the first call tonight. So anybody who wants to join that is very welcome.
Yeah, could you post that in announcements, Jan? Like after this call, and then maybe an hour before the call, like whatever information people need to join that?
Yeah, it's gonna, because I don't have the call will probably be longer than 40 minutes, and I don't want to be limited to 40 minutes, so we're gonna do it on Skype, but I'll post it in the announcements. Actually, I'm not authorized yet to post in announcements.
Oh,
so
really? I'll upgrade you to admin then.
Yeah, please.
Way cool. Thanks, brother.
Cool,
Leela, how's the store going? Yeah.
Can you hear me? It looks like we've got a bunch more technology products being added now, like cool water technology. and some other like orgon generator type stuff. We could totally use some support today to flesh that out more. I think Aon and Nico were going to support with that. Anybody else wants to do that as well? Let me know. That's about it. Any products or books that you really want to be a part of this conscious revolution? You want to add them to our store? That'd be wonderful.
Leela and everyone else, within like next week or so, me and Wade Ghosh will be presenting a business plan to the collective for products of said such magic.
Cool. Thanks, Daniel. And another thing too, if anyone has experience configuring the WooCommerce store, there's like some stuff that has to do with shipping that is like pretty arcane seeming. That's something that could use some help. It's if you've done it before, it's really easy. If you haven't done it before, it's really weird and hard to figure out, and tutorials aren't very clear. So there's that as well. A couple minutes left. Jean Marie and Aon, how is the business presentation going? Are we crisp? Are we clear? Do we need any more help? What's up?
Go ahead, Jean Marie.
Yeah, it's basically together. I just had a couple questions. Anna and I are meeting right after this call. I do need a couple of the financials from you, Dakota, to drop in those general numbers. And I also have spent part of the morning talking to 4 different people who are quite have a large contact and base to work from, and they are waiting to receive this. So it looks pretty good. Like I said, I need the financials, and I think after the call with Ayan, we should be all set.
Sweet. Thank you, Jean Marie. It's so appreciated. Yeah, I just want to take a moment and do another shout out to Matt and Michael. They're just holding it down, working on like almost all day, every day, doing some super top end, amazing collaborative work with us. Thank you both so much. And thank everyone for showing up. Love you guys so much. I'm happy to see some new faces in here. If you want to talk to us afterwards, you can hit us up in general conversation. We'll answer any questions you have. There's a lot of ways you can play today. And I think in a nutshell, that's it. This is what I would like to do today. I'd actually like to hold another meeting in somewhere between 4 to 7 hours from now. In the meantime, I want to get all of our systems up. So ideally in the next 4 to 7 hours, we have our video up, we have our website online, and we have the whole ClickFunnels system fully functional. I would like for those that are available to meet again at that time, somewhere between that 4 to 7 hour range. And then I'd like us all to start testing it because we need to bug test it. So like start actually using the website and the ClickFunnels system, see if we find any errors, stuff like that.
Dakota, I have one suggestion, but I know you're rushed for the launch right now, but on the tutorial, is there any way you can use the macro on there where someone's actually running through how to do things and use a like test site or a sample site instead of your own personal one, so your own personal information isn't out there? Like, can we create a generic member platform and then use the macro to show going from place to place how you do it? Or does that not make sense?
I don't quite get it.
You know how you set the macro, you record it, and it shows the mouse going to each thing, how you select, how you do the bump it.
Yeah.
And yeah, I don't know if that would be helpful or not for a lot of people, because I had some people that are very confused. Just not everyone's technically up to speed as you guys are, is I guess bottom line.
Yeah. Yeah, so the new intro process will kind of, non-technical people won't even need to learn those things at that point. And I'm open to making it simpler and easier. Maybe we can talk about that at another time. And also for everyone else, we're very open to ways to make this all much easier. It's just we're kind of like cramming, people go to college for 10 years to learn the old system. It's amazing that we've managed to cram down the new system into such easy to understand format. But yeah, we definitely want to keep upgrading it, Jean Marie. And I'm seeing in the future, several more Teachable Academy courses. I'd like to see one, a course made that has a whole multi-pager for every role that's set up to be very non-technical. but we'll get there.
I also have someone who is has done this for 20 years. They have a library set up where they have thousands and thousands of people coming through, and their library actually consists of something like 35,000 books and videos. And I've talked to them about this, and they're willing to share that if you want to be able to have that on a site somewhere. But it covers everything from spiritual to philosophy to health and wellness and on and on and on. But
and it's free?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
Cool.
Yes.
Yeah, we definitely want to integrate that. Absolutely.
We would want to look for an RSS data feed of some sort. If it's a large catalog you're talking about?
It's actually a website that they have that they keep loading to, and people just keep sending more and more information, whether it's books or whatever. And yeah, it's totally free access, but I will I'll send you a link.
Way cool. Sure, we can just iframe it, Matt.
I have a website as well, archive.org, and it's roughly the same. So,
cool. Let's put them all together. All right, party people, thank you all so much for showing up again today. We'll be meeting again in 5 to 7 hours roughly. I'll see you all then or tomorrow, right before our launch. So much love. Thank you all. Until next time. Ciao.
Blessings.
Oh.